If you feel that it's real, I'm on trial. I'm here in your prison, like a coin in your mind. I am dented and a spam without treason. Through a glass eye you're thrown is the one danger zone. Take me to the pilot for control. Take me to the pilot of your soul. Take me to the pilot, lead me through the chamber. Take me to the pilot, I am but a stranger. Take me to the pilot, lead me through the chamber. Take me to the pilot, I am but a stranger. Na na na, na na na, na na na, na 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 na, na na na, na na na, na na na, na 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 na. Well, I know he ain't old, and I'm told he is a virgin. For he may be she, well, I'm told, and I'm never for certain. Through a glass eye you're thrown is the one danger zone. Take me to the pilot for control. Take me to the pilot of your soul. Take me to the pilot, lead me through the chamber. Take me to the pilot, I am but a stranger. Take me to the pilot, lead me through the chamber. Take me to the pilot, I am but a stranger. Na na na, na na na, na na na, na 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 na, na na na, na na na, na na na, na 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 na. Through a glass eye you're thrown in the one danger zone. Take me to the pilot for control. Take me to the pilot of your soul. Take me to the pilot, lead me through the chamber. Take me to the pilot, I am but a stranger. Take me to the pilot, lead me through the chamber. Take me to the pilot, I am but a stranger. Na na na, na na na, na na na, na 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 na, na na na, na na na, na na na, na 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 na, na na na, na na na, na na na, na 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 na, na na na, yeah, na na na, na na na, na 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 na. So take me, yeah, 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 yeah. Take me, yeah, yeah, yeah. Woo! Take me to the pilot, yeah. I said take me, yeah, 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 yeah. Happy Sunday, everybody. I hope you're all feeling as good as I am. Good to be here. Holy cow, it's been a week. It's been a great week, but I'll tell you, it's been a little frustrating. I was afraid I might not be able to do the show today. I've had some technical glitch going on with my computer all week, but I finally figured it out this morning. And it's a very long story, and I won't go into what it was. But anyway, it was really messing with stuff. I have a video for a course I just launched that I have filmed like 3 times now. And every single time that I published it out of the editing software, it published in a corrupted version with glitches that put the audio and the video way out of sync with each other. It was just awful, and I've had to keep redoing it, and I rebooted, and I was doing it. But anyway, I found what was causing the problem. So not only am I here now, but I'm going to finally be able to finish that successfully. Anyway, so I'm feeling good. But I have had a wonderful week. Spent some time with my sister. We went golfing, played a gig, saw some old friends. Pretty hard to beat. Now I'm here doing my favorite thing for my favorite peeps. Just can't make it any better than this. Okay, let's say hi to some folks and see what you've put in the request pile. KJ, I Can Wait Forever by Air Supply. Ooh, all right. Yeah, that's one of my 2 favorite Air Supply songs. And it is by my favorite producer of the 80s, Mr. David Foster himself. So, yeah, we'll try to get that one in. Maritz joining us from Graz, Austria. Could you play Let 'Em In by Wings or Pinball Wizard by The Who? Well, I'm going to do Let 'Em In because I've done Pinball Wizard a couple times in a row now. So, okay. Sounds great. Good to have you with us, Mo. Thomas, how we doing? Can you play Crazy Little Thing Called Love by Queen? Oh, I love that one. Yeah. All right. Let's see what we can do with that. Maddie. Thunder Road. Oh, Maddie, I'm going to let you down tonight, and I apologize for that. This is one of those songs that I keep meaning to like. The problem is I can't listen to this once and then play it because it's too interpretive, and so I haven't taken the time. I'm going to have to sit with this one for like a day and just like really get to know the tune, or else it's going to be too hard for me to sing it's mostly singing the melody because he doesn't stick with sort of like it's not a really, it's much more interpretive phrasing. It's all inside music talk. But anyway, the point is, I'm not going to be able to do that for you today, and I apologize, but I need to resolve to just make that my project one of these days because I keep having people ask for this song. And it's not that I can't play it. I'm sure that I can. It's just I keep not taking the time to properly learn it so that I can do it for you guys. And that needs to end. It needs to end. I need to stop procrastinating that one. So I apologize for today, but now you have injected some motivation into my hind end to learn this one properly. All right, Thomas, I don't know this one by Leanne. I'll have to listen. I'll put it in the queue just so that I remember to at least have a listen to it. By the title, I'm not familiar with that tune, so I probably won't be able to do it tonight, but I'll see if I can at least have a listen to it. Sylvia, how we doing? Ricky Nelson covers Sound Great. Well, thank you very much. We had fun doing that. I'll probably squeeze that into the set list today while we're at it, too. Thank you, and it's good to have you with us. Sylvia is joining us at late night in Romania. Beautiful country that I so enjoyed spending some time in. If I had been doing these live streams at that point, I would have made it a point to try to get together with you while I was in town, Sylvia. So thanks for being here. Okay. Bill Hasty, one of our regulars, one of my favorites. How we doing? Entertainer by Billy Joel. You got it. Lee Scott. Can I play Hard to Say I'm Sorry? Okay. Twist My Arm. Make me play songs by by one of my two favorite bands. All right. I suppose so, Lee. Breaking Down Joel. Happy Sunday. Can you play Laura today? Ooh, you want me to get a little scandalous? I think Breaking Down Joel here just wants to hear me drop an F-bomb. I think that's what this is all about. I don't think it's because he wants to hear the song. He just wants to hear happy, fluffy, family-friendly Steve say a naughty word. Well, I will call your bluff. Try to get that in the set list today. I'm just kidding. I love that song. It's good stuff. Ruth Hooker, our unicorn, our resident unicorn is here, and she wants to hear Look Away, also by Chicago. Well, we'll just have an 80s Chicago party today. All right. Al Smith joining us from Hawaii. Outstanding. I actually did come out with a new course. This is just the last song demonstration video from it has been giving me all kinds of fits because of the glitch that I finally resolved in my computer. But it's like everything but that one video is already published. So, yeah. Shoot me an email at pianomansteve@gmail.com if you want more information, Al. I'd be happy to send it to you. Thanks. Okay. Pete Pohl, he says, hey, Steve, can you please play Famous Last Words and The Way It Is by Bruce Hornsby? I'll see what I can do. I'm not terribly familiar with either of them. I mean, I'm certainly familiar with Famous Last Words. I haven't really played it. I think I tried it once, like a year ago or 2 years ago, but I'll see what I can do for you. All right. Lane says, hey, Steve. I think that's Lane. Hang on. I can't tell if that's a capital I or if it's a lowercase l. Might be a capital I. So it might be Ian McLarty. Says, hey, Steve, love to hear Tonight by Elton John. Oh, beautiful song. Okay. Good stuff. Cindy Klein. My goodness. Oh, meant with total endearment. That's all right, because I know that you will always be older than me. Y'all, this was my favorite math teacher. In fact, my only math teacher from high school. I took her for Algebra 1 when I was in 9th grade, and I liked her so much that I took her again for geometry when I was a sophomore, and then it was time for Algebra 2 to meet my math requirements so that I could graduate, because you had to have at least 3 years. And I wasn't going to take 4 years, but it was time for Algebra 2, and I was like, I know who I'm going to take for that class. So good to see you. Great to have you with us. Billy Joel, You're My Home. All right. Well, that's one of my all-time favorite songs. Oh, thanks for dropping by, Cindy. And say hi to Dave. She ended up marrying the orchestra director from the school while we're at it. How do you like them? How do you like them apples? And I wasn't in orchestra, but every year a few people from the band would merge with the orchestra, and we would go out and do like a full symphony tour of the elementary schools and play Christmas music. And I happened to play tuba, so I got to be part of that experiment a couple of different times, and it was always a great time. He's a cool dude. All right. Let's see here. Dermot, joining us, songwriter Dermot McMahon. Hey, Steve, sounding great tonight. Could you do Leroy Brown by Jim Croce? Well, all righty. Big fan of that song, as many of you already know. Lucia Gonzalez, mi amiga from España. Good to have you with us. This young lady was always talented, but she is like getting better and better at a very exponential rate. Like, Y'all keep your eye on this girl. Her star is on the rise. Multi-instrumentalist, great singer, and just a lovely human being on top of everything else. Killer combination. All right, Dave Farr. Hi, Steve. Do you have some slow blues songs for tonight? I might be able to find something. I will put that in the queue. Thank you, Dave. That's not my absolute forte, but it is not something that I'm totally unfamiliar with. So Dave's joining us from Germany late night. All right. Wayne Harrison, show off. Well, that is the name of the game, Wayne. I'm actually a very generous musician when I'm playing with other people, and I mostly am happy to let other people take solos and do licks and fills, and I just kind of lay back and play rhythm piano. But since nobody else is here, it's my job to do all of that stuff too. Hi, Nancy. Good to have you with us. Always a pleasure to see you in the chat. Thanks, Wayne. I'm so glad people are watching and getting something out of it. Kurt Gibson. Would love to hear tonight. Okay, that's already in the queue, but I'm going to put it here so that I don't forget because it got a double request. Daniel, how we doing? He says, you helped me learn to play piano during the pandemic. Thanks for all the great tutorials, Steve. Well, thank you. I'm glad that I was able to be part of keeping you sane during that. That was a very strange period in our history, wasn't it? Okay, Brave Stranger by Bob Seger. Request from Joseph Horn. Well, Joseph, I'm really glad you're with us. I'm afraid I don't know that song, so I'm going to let you down. If you think of something else you'd like to hear, please put that in the queue, and we'll see what we can do. All right? All right. Love you back, Cindy. Dave, oh my God. Dave's here too. All right. We've just got like a Kearney High School reunion going on here. All right. Only the cool music people, though. Somebody find Brian Botsford. Get him here. Okay. Well, I've got a lot of good stuff to work with, and I will get back to the comments later. But let's get on with some music, shall we? Got an embarrassment of riches tonight here. Let's tell you what I'm going to do. Let's do some Billy Joel because I just did some Elton John. This one's for our friend Bill Hasty. This is off a 1975 album called Street Life Serenade, and it didn't sell that many copies, but it's got some cool hidden gems on it. One of them was this one. I am the entertainer. I know just where I stand. Another serenader and another long-haired band. Today I am a champion. I may have won your hearts, but I know the game, you forget my name, and I won't be here in another year if I don't stay on the chart. Oh, I am the entertainer. I've had to pay my price. The things I did not know at first, I learned by doing twice. Still they come to haunt me. Still they want their say. So I learned to dance with a hand in my pants. I let them rub my neck, and then they write the check, and then they go their merry way. Oh, I am the entertainer. I've been all around the world. I played all kinds of palaces and laid all kinds of girls. I can't remember faces, I don't remember names. Oh, but what the hell, you know it's just as well as after a while and a million miles, it all becomes the same. the entertainer. I bring to you my songs. I'd like to spend a day or two, but I can't stay that long. No, I got to meet expenses, got to stay in line. I gotta get those fees to the agency, so I'd love to stay, but there's bills to pay, so I just don't have the time. I am the entertainer, bring to you my show. You heard my latest record, it's been on the radio. Well, it took me years to write it, they were the best years of my life. Was a beautiful song, but it ran too long. If you're gonna have a hit, you gotta make it fit, so they cut it down to 305. I am the entertainer, the idol of my age. I make all kinds of money when I go on the stage. Well, they see me in the papers, I've been in the magazines, but if I grow cold, I won't get cold. I get put in the back on the discounter rack like another can of beans. I am the entertainer, and I know just where I stand. And now the serenader from another long-haired band. Today I am your champion, I may have won your hearts, but I know the game, you forget my name, and I won't be here in another year if I don't stay on the charts. All right. As is usually the case, there were a few mistakes there. But I think you guys would be a little freaked out if I just came out and played something flawlessly. I honestly think that would kind of like, you'd wonder what in the hell was going on. Like, Steve, it sounds like you rehearsed. And we don't do that, right? Okay. Let me find a key for this one. We're going to do this Air Supply song for KJ. I just got to figure out what key I'm going to do it in. This will probably work. Oh, little trivia about this. This was on the Ghostbusters soundtrack in 1984. It was not actually a hit single, but I absolutely adored this, and I used to listen to the Ghostbusters soundtrack on repeat, and I think I burned out 2 cassettes of it. Except I think this actually starts here. Finally, I found it. Okay, it's David Foster. He never starts anything in the same key that you're actually going to be singing in. I suck. Da, da, da. And I still did it wrong, so we'll just start here, which is what I should have done in the first place. When you say I miss the things you do. Let me see here. When you say I miss the things you do, I just want to get back close again to you. But for now, your voice is near enough. How I miss you and I miss you, love. And though all the days that passed me by so slow, let me see here, slow, there we are. And all the emptiness inside me flows all around, and there's no way out. I'm just thinking too much of you. There was never any doubt. I can wait forever if you say can wait forever if you will. I know it's worth it all to spend my life alone with you. When it looked my life was wrong, my life was wrong. Yo. And when it looked as though my life was wrong, you gave me love and gave it somewhere to belong. Well, I'll be here when hope is out of sight. I just wish that I was next to you tonight. And now I'll be reaching for you, even though you'll be somewhere else. My love will go like a bird on its way back home. I could never let you go. That I just want you to know. I can wait forever if you say you'll be there too. I can wait forever if you will. I know it's worth it all to spend my life alone with you. For all you know, alone with the thoughts we share. Let me see, keep thoughts we share and keep them strong somehow. And you know I'll always be there. I can wait forever. know it's worth it all to spend my life alone. I can wait forever if you say you'll be there too. I can wait forever if you will. I know it's worth it all to spend my life alone with you. Hey, you know, by the time we got to the end of that song, I almost knew how to play it. Thank you for your patience. You all know my philosophy, and what I've always said was the key to being in show business is a willingness to look like a fool in front of other people. And I think I succeeded at that. And yet I feel not 1 ounce of shame. Okay, here we go. I'm going to do this one just because I want to make sure I follow that up with something I actually know pretty well. This is another Billy Joel song. This is off of the Piano Man album in 1973, although functionally 74. It was released at the tail end of 73. And this is a lovely little tune that Billy wrote for his first wife as an anniversary gift because he didn't have any money to get her anything else. And I think it's kind of a little gem. It's called You're My Home, and this goes out to my Algebra 1 geometry and Algebra 2 teacher. When you look into my eyes and you see the crazy gypsy in my soul, it always comes as a surprise when I feel my withered roots begin to grow. Well, I never had a place that I could call my very own. That's all right, my love, 'cause you're my home. When you touch my weary head and you tell me everything will be all right, you say, use my body for your bed, and my love will keep you warm throughout the night. Well, I'll never be a stranger and I'll never be alone. Whenever we're together, that's my hope. Home can be the Pennsylvania Turnpike, the Indiana's early morning dew, oh, high up in the hills of California. Home is just another word for you. Oh. Well, I never had a place that I could call my very own. And that's all right, my love, 'cause you're my home. If I wander all my life and I never get to stop and and settle down. Long as I have you by my side, whoa, there's a roof above and good walls all around. You're my castle, you're my cabin, and my instant pleasure dome. I need you in my house, 'cause you're my home. You're my home. Whoa. Thank you for that little trip down amnesia lane there, Cindy. I do love that song. I do. And it's great to see you guys. You and Dave both. Hope you're crushing retirement. Although I object to you being retired because it reminds me that I'm farther away from high school than I actually feel like I am. But I'm glad you guys are out sailing and having a blast. Okay. Let's see here. What's next? I got a bunch of good requests in here today. Let's do some Paul McCartney Wings. I'll probably screw this up just a little bit in terms of form, because I always do, but I love this song. This is by, like I say, Wings, Paul McCartney 2. Well, let me see. Someone knocking at the door, somebody's ringing a bell. Someone's knocking at the door, somebody's ringing a bell. Do me a favor, open the door, let 'em in, yeah. Someone's knocking at the door, somebody's ringing a bell. Someone's knocking at the door, somebody's ringing the bell. But do me a favor, open the door, let 'em in, yeah. Da-dum, 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 da-dum. Da-dun, 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 da-dun. Sister Susie, Brother John, Martin Luther, Phil and Dawn, Brother Michael, Auntie Jen, open the door, let 'em. Oh yeah. Womp 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 womp. Someone's knocking at the door, somebody's ringing the bell. Someone's knocking at the door, somebody's ringing a bell. Do me a favor, open the door, let 'em in, yeah. dum ba-dum 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 da-dum 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 ba-da-da. Filthy Susie, a Brother John, a Martin Luther, a Phil and Don, a Brother Michael, a empty gin. Open the door, let him in. Oh yeah. Womp 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 womp. Womp 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 womp. Womp 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 womp. Womp 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 womp. Womp womp. Womp 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 womp. Sister Susie, a Brother John, son of a Martin Luther, a Phil and Don, Uncle Ernie, Auntie Jen. Open the door, let him in. Oh yeah. Someone was knocking at the door. Somebody's ringing the bell. Someone's knocking at the door. Somebody's ringing the bell. Do me a favor, open the door, let him in. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ba-dum, 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 ba-da-dum. Da-dum, 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 da-da-dum. A little sloppy, but we're still standing here at the end. I'm still standing on my 2 feet. Hey, thanks a lot, Moritz. Fun tune. Okay, what else do we have down here? Okay. So, let's dive into some Queen. This is for our friend Thomas George. Freddie Mercury doing his impersonation of Elvis, but still very much being Freddie Mercury. Well, this thing I call love, well, I just can't handle it. This thing I call love. Let me see. I must get around to it. I ain't ready. Crazy little thing called love. Oh, this thing I call love, well, it cries in a cradle all night. It swings, it jives. It shakes like a jellyfish, I kinda like it. Crazy little thing called love. Oh, there goes my baby. She knows how to rock and roll. It's driving me crazy. She rocks in the treetop, leave me in a cool, cool sweat. I gotta get cool, relaxed, get hip, get on my tracks, take a back seat, a hitchhike, take a longer ride on my motorbike until I'm ready. Crazy little thing called love. I gotta be cool, relax, get hip, get on my tracks, take a back seat, a hitchhike, take a longer ride on my motorbike until I'm ready. Crazy little thing called love. This thing I call love, and I can't handle it. This thing I call love. I must get around to it, I ain't ready. Crazy little thing called love. 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 You guys are like all picking a bunch of songs that I've played like 3 times. It's great. I actually like the challenge. But man, I keep coming down on the wrong chord with my left hand. It's kind of pissing me off a little bit, if you want to know the truth. But it's also making me laugh at myself, so we got that going. All right, what else do we have in here? Oh, yes. This is for our friend Lee Scott. This is another David Foster piece. This was co-written with one of the great singers of all time, Peter Cetera. And my friend Chris Pinnick, who joins me so often on the Music Mafia videos on guitar, toured. I don't think he got to play on the record because David Foster's kind of like picky, and he kind of has his own little wrecking crew session group that he likes to have do everything. But Chris toured with Chicago for 4 years after this song was released and played it a gazillion times all over the world. It's a #1 hit from 1982. Everybody needs a little time away, I heard her say, from each other. And even lovers need a holiday, far away from each other. Hold me now. It's hard for me to say I'm sorry. I just want you to stay. After all that we've been through, I will make it up to you. I promise to. And after all that's been said and done, you're just a part of me I can't let go. Ooh, couldn't stand to be kept away just for the day from your body. far away from the one that I love. Hold me now. It's hard for me to say I'm sorry. I just want you to know. Hold me now. I really want to tell you I'm sorry. I could never let you go. After all that we've been through, I will make it up to you. I promise to. And after all that's been said and done, you're just a part of me, can't let go. After all that we've been through, I will make it up to you. I promise to. Well, I'm gonna be the lucky one. Oh. All right. Thanks, Lee. Appreciate the request. Woo. While we're at it here, let's just jump forward to 1989 and do this one for our friend Ruth. This is also by Chicago. This was a #1 hit once again. That came out, like I say, in 1989 off an album called, the first one I just played was off of Chicago 16, which was a huge comeback for them because their career had spiraled completely down to nearly nothing. They got dropped from their label. They could hardly sell out a concert hall. It was really bad. And that album and that track in particular vaulted them back into the charts and into relevancy. And then they had a massive hit with Chicago 17. Then Peter Cetera left the group. But they were at least solidified as a touring band, and then they brought in a new vocalist who did his best and had a hit record with them called Will You Still Love Me? But it did not, that album didn't resonate with the public as much. Chicago 18, it only sold 500,000 copies after 17 had sold like 6 million or something. And then they kind of had a miniature comeback with Chicago 19, which is where this song came from. And it was sung by a guy who'd been in the group since 1982 named Bill Champlin, who I'm proud to say has also done some session work for me. He's, in addition to being a top shelf singer, he's an excellent Hammond organ specialist and a great piano player and all of that, but especially Hammond organ. And he played on a song of mine called Second Round Draft Pick. And has been a mentor, sort of. You know, we don't know each other well, but we've had an email relationship back and forth, and he's always been very generous with his time. Let me do an interview with him a couple of times, and has always answered any questions I had about the business. Good guy. So my roots with Chicago run deep, and Bill sang on this, and it was I think it won Song of the Year at the Grammys that year. So this is called Look Away, and it's for our friend Ruth Hooker. When you called me up this morning, told me about the new love you found, I said I'm happy for you, I'm really happy for you. Found someone else, I guess I won't be coming around. I guess it's over, baby, it's really over, baby. Whoa, remember what you said. You know you've gotten over me. It'll never be the way it used to be. I know I wanted to be free. Baby, this is how we wanted it to be. If you see me walking by and the tears are in my eyes, look away, baby, look away. We meet on the street someday and I don't know what to say. Look away, baby, look away. Don't look at me. I don't want you to see me this way. Ooh, when we both agreed as lovers, we were better off as friends. That's how it had to be. That's how it had to be. I tell you I'm fine, but sometimes I just pretend. Wish you were holding me. Wish you were holding me, yeah. I just never thought I would be replaced so soon. I wasn't prepared to hear those words from you. I know I wanted to be free. Yeah, baby, this is how we wanted it to be. And if you see me walking by, the tears are in my eyes. Look away, baby, look away. If we meet on the street someday and I don't know what to say, look away, baby, look away. Don't look at me. I don't want you to see me this way. If you see me walking by, the tears are in my eyes. Look away, baby, look away. We meet on the street someday. I don't know what to say. Look away, baby, look away. Don't look at me. I don't want you to see. If you see me walking by, tears are in my eyes. Look away, baby, look away. Don't look at me. I don't want you to see me. When you called me up this morning, told me about the new love you found, said I'm happy for you. I'm really happy for you. All right. Thank you, Ruth. And here's one for our friend Dermot. Well, the south side of Chicago is the baddest part of town. When you go down there, better just beware of a man named Leroy Brown. Well, Leroy's more than trouble, and he stands about 6'4". All them downtown ladies call him treetop lover, and the men just call him sir. Well, he's bad, bad Leroy Brown, the baddest man in the whole damn town, badder than old King a junkyard dog. Oh, well, the Leroy, he is a gambler, and he likes his fancy clothes, and he likes to wear his diamond rings in front of everybody knows. Oh, we got a custom Continental, he's got an Eldorado too, and out of 32 gone in his pocket for fun, and a razor in his shoe. Well, he's bad, bad Leroy Brown, the baddest man in the whole damn town. About that old King Kong, and meaner than a junkyard dog. That's right. Friday night about a week ago, well, Leroy was shooting dice down the edge of the bar, said a woman named Doris, and ooh, that girl looked nice. Well, he cast his eyes upon her, and the trouble soon began. When Leroy learned a little lesson about messing with the wife of a jealous man. Yeah, he's bad, bad Leroy Brown, the baddest man in the whole damn town. Better than old King Kong, meaner than a junkyard dog. So the two men took to fight, and they pulled him from the floor, and Leroy looked like a jigsaw puzzle with a couple of pieces gone. He's bad, bad Leroy Brown, the baddest man in the whole damn town. Better than old King Kong, and meaner than a junkyard dog. All right, but he's bad, bad Leroy Brown, the baddest man in the whole damn town. Better than old King Kong, and meaner than a junkyard dog. Well, he's better than old King Kong, and meaner than a junkyard dog. All right. Let's say hi to some people, some more people here. Look at the comments, and we'll get back to the requests. It's a good time in the timeline of the show to remind everybody that if you are thoroughly enjoying yourself and you would like to help me pay for my food and electricity, I do have a digital tip jar down there in the video description. So, not required, always appreciated. Any amount lets you choose. Some people give $5, some people give $50. Doesn't really matter, it all adds up. And I promise I will waste it on the necessities of life. So, thank you everybody for your support. Really appreciate you all being here. This is great fun for me and kind of my favorite moment of every week. Okay, let's see here. Hoy, there's a lot of requests. Okay, I'm just trying to get back to where I was in the comment feed here. Nasum says, hey Steve, How are you doing? I went to Billy Joel's concert in London on the 7th of July, which was amazing, but he didn't play Summer Highland Falls. Could you do that one for me? I will put it in the queue, and if I have time, I will get to that one for you. Thank you. It's great to have you with us. Hi, Lucia. Well, you know what, girl? They're just the truth. I'm just telling the truth on you. You are really, really becoming a very fine musician. And I've been watching this girl develop on via video now since she was like 14 or 15 years old, and I just can't. I mean, she was good then, but she has just really, really blossomed. So can't wait to see where it all goes. Okay. Hi, Wayne. Oh, always a pleasure, man. I try to mention everybody if I can. If I miss somebody, it's not on purpose. I spend more time playing than I do looking at comments. So, Tiago, let me see. Hi, Steve. Can you do Fast Car? Cheers from Portugal. Oh, I think you're talking about. I can't remember what her name is. Tracy something or other, maybe. Anyway, let me put it in the request feed, and if I can get to it, Tiago, I will, and if not, I'll have to do it at a different stream. There's always more requests than I have time to get to, but I will do my best, guys. Oh, now Cindy's hitting me with all the feels. She wants to hear like one of my all-time favorite Billy Joel deep cuts. I'm putting that one in. All right, guys, let's see here. Your music tutorial videos are the best. Well, thank you, Andrew. I'm glad someone's out there watching them. I appreciate the good vibes there, man. Thanks, Bill. Let me see. This night. Oh. That's another good one. Let me put it in the requests here. Dave Rosado. Alô. Oi. This guy's from Brazil. Super cool guy with a super cool wife. Obrigado for being here, my friend. Yes. Definitely looking you up whenever I get a chance to go to Brazil. Thank you, Tom. I appreciate the nice vibes there. Hello, Steve from Italy. Hey, Lucio, I know this is a late night for you. Grazie. Thank you, Thomas. Tom Patterson. I appreciate that. And thank you, Thomas George, of course. Robert Turkington. Hey, Steve, can you play Never to Hold Someone by Elton John? I will put it in the queue. I don't know if I'll get to it tonight, but thank you for the request. Let me see. How about a song by the female artist, i.e. Kim Carnes? I don't know off of the top of my head anything to do by Kim Carnes, but I will try to think of something I could do by a female artist, for sure. Thanks, Nancy. Great idea. Hey, anything for you, my dear. Anything for you, unicorn girl. No problem. We know you're a responsible young man, Mo. You can catch the rest on the replay, bud. Thank you, Vibrato. Appreciate that. Chris Herb, I'm not sure. Enjoying your next level rhythm patterns course. Thank you, Chris. I really have fun putting that together, too. It's like... it's really where it's really how you take it. I know that's why I named it Next Level, because it's really the key to making your rhythm patterns sound like the songs instead of the other way around. Dan Mara, how we doing? How about Through the Long Night? Very nice, Jim. So that's a cool song. All right, thanks, Dan. I'll see if I can get to it tonight or not. Okay, back to the requests. And I'm going to do a little fielder's choice for myself. I feel like playing one of my own songs. This one's been on my mind lately. Person that I wrote it for lives in Norway right now. She's originally from Lithuania. And thinking about going over there and hanging with her for a little bit. So it's been on my mind. Anyway, this is just a little bit of gobbledygook I put together. It was just kind of fun. And inspired by a friend named Katrina, who is now a dentist. And I'll tell you what, if every dentist looked like her, I wouldn't be afraid to go to the dentist. Here we go. 1, 2. This is off of my most recent EP, which is called Expansion. And this is called You're Beautiful. 1, 2, 3, 4. First time I saw you, I was completely blown away. And I knew some of heaven's finest work was on display. I knew what I felt and what I wanted to convey, but I just couldn't find the words to say. Something about your long blonde hair above your deep brown eyes turned off my brain and kicked my heart right into overdrive. And I could not remember ever feeling so alive. So I decided that I had to try. You're beautiful is all that came to mind. I really tried to be creative for you at the time, but when I saw your face I couldn't find another line. You're beautiful is all that came to mind. Believe it worked and that you fell in love with me. But 10 years later, going strong, as happy as can be. Laughing, dancing, loving one another constantly. Is this real or am I in a dream? Even after all this time, I wonder every day. I hold you close and kiss you deep. I wonder what to say. I wanna be original and maybe less cliched. Then it just comes out the same old way. You're beautiful is all that comes to mind. You'll never know how hard I'm trying to find a better line. But when I see your face, it slips out every single time. You're beautiful is all that comes to mind. Yep. Well, you think I'd be more clever? You think I'd be more hip? You think I'd have a million words just rolling off my lips? But every time I see you, and nothing else will do than to tell you just how beautiful you are. Damn, I love you. You're beautiful is all that comes to mind. You'll never know how hard I've tried to find a better line. But when I see your face, it slips out every single time. You're beautiful is all that comes to mind. You're beautiful is all that comes to mind. You'll never know how hard I'm trying to find a better line. But when I see your face, it slips out every single time. You're beautiful is all that comes to mind. You're beautiful is all that comes to mind. You're beautiful is all that comes to mind. All right. You can check out all of my original recorded work everywhere that music is streamed and sold. Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube, you name it, it's there. It has now been heard by tens of people all around the world. All right, let's get back to these requests, shall we? This one is, ooh, boy. Okay. This one's a challenging one to play and sing, but it's beautiful. It's called Tonight by Elton John. It's off an album in 1976 called Blue Moves. And wow, is it a gorgeous piece of music. Tonight, do we have to fight again? Tonight, I just wanna go to sleep. turn out the light, but you ought to carry grudges. 9 times out of 10, I can see the storm approaching, but I cannot find the sign. Tonight, does it have to be the old thing? Tonight, oh, it's late, too late to chase the rainbow that you're after. I'd like to find a compromise and place it in your hands. My eyes are blind, my ears can't hear, and I cannot find the time. Tonight, just let the curtains close in silence. Well, didn't realize that was going to happen. Tonight, why not approach with less defiance? The man who'd love to see you smile, who'd love to see you smile tonight. Tonight, just let the curtains close in silence. Tonight, why not approach with less defiance? The man who'd love to see you smile, the man who'd love to see you smile, the man who'd love to see you smile. Tonight, thank you for that lovely request. Okay, what else do we have here? Okay. Got some Billy Joel I need to do for some folks here. Haven't done this one in a while, so I may botch the timing just a little bit. But what a great, cool tune this is. Epic, fun piano part. This is by Billy Joel from 1976 on an album called Turnstiles. They say that these are not the best of times, but they're the only times I have ever known. And I believe there is a time for meditation in cathedrals of our own. Now I have seen the sad surrender in my lover's eyes, and I can only stand apart and sympathize. We are always what our situations hand us. See the sadness or euphoria. That's right. Some will argue and will compromise and realize that nothing's ever changed. For all our mutual experience, our separate conclusions are the same. Now we are forced to recognize our inhumanity. A reason coexists with our insanity, but we choose between reality and madness. See the sadness or euphoria. Yeah. How thoughtlessly we dissipate our energies. Perhaps we don't fulfill each other's fantasies, and we stand upon the ledges of our lives with our respective similarities. It's either sadness or euphoria. Whoa. All right, thank you for that great request. And we got one more coming from my math teacher here. Because I really do appreciate this woman, not only because she's a cool and nice and just fun human being, but because math is not something that comes very easy to me. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, that's not so bad. But once you start putting letters and angles and weird stuff in it, it's not the easiest thing in the world for me. And she was very patient, helped me, and that's the kind of thing that could get a guy in trouble so that he can't graduate from high school. So she not only helped me with that, but helped me keep a pretty good grade point average. Simply because it didn't get hurt too bad by math. So if she wants to hear something, I'm going to do it for her. This is her favorite Billy Joel song. It's called Until the Night, and it's from 1978 off an album called 52nd Street, and it's an ode to the Righteous Brothers. I never ask you where you go. After I leave you in the morning, we go our different ways to separate situations. It's not that easy anymore. Today I do what must be done. I give my time to total strangers. But now it feels as though the day goes on forever, more than it ever did before. Until the night, whoa, I just might make it. Until the night, when I see you again. Now you're afraid that we have changed, and I'm afraid we're getting older. So many broken hearts, so many lonely faces, so many lovers come and gone. I'll let my fears like every man. You'll have your tears like every woman. Today we'll be unsure. Is this what we believe in? And wonder how can we go on until the night, whoa, I just might make it. Until the night, when I see you again. When the sun goes down and the day is over, as the last of the light is gone, As they pour into the street, I will be getting closer. As the cars turn their headlights on, as they're closing it down, I'm gonna open it up. Now they're pouring to the street, we'll just be starting to touch, just beginning to feel. I'm just beginning to give, I'm just beginning to feel. I'm just beginning to live. Before I leave you again, before the light of the dawn, before this evening can end, I have been waiting so long. Ooh. Hey, yeah. Oh, yeah. Until the night, oh, I just might make it. Until the night, oh, just keep holding on. Until the night, when I see you again. All right. God, I love that song. Thanks for the request there, Cindy. Much love. Okay, what else do we have going on? What time is it? Right, okay. Just trying to make sure I get as much of a mix as I can based off of the requests. Female artist. Let me see here. Let me remind myself what Kim Carnes did. Maybe I know it. Probably not going to be able to do something with it right off the top of my head. Although I do like Kim Carnes' voice. Raspy, kind of cool. What would be a good one to do here? How about let's do something from that same era, if we can. How about we do some? Actually, I'll tell you what I can do, and I need to give my voice a little bit of a repose. This is a female artist and one of my favorites of all time, actually. I think one of the greatest songwriters who's ever walked the planet, and also just a wonderful singer and piano player in her own right, the great Carole King. And she put out an album in the early 70s called Tapestry, which is an American treasure. Like, anyone who doesn't have that one, you really need to go stream it. And there are many magnificent songs. I don't think there's a bad track on that whole record. There's not even a mediocre track on that whole record. But my favorite of all of them, James Taylor made this a hit because she let him cover it, but her version is still my absolute favorite. And I bet you guys will know this tune. and this is by the great Carole King. When you're down and trouble and you need some love and care, and nothing is going right, close your eyes and think of me, and soon I will be there to brighten even your darkest night. Just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is call, and I'll be there. Yes, I will. You've got a friend. If the sky is trouble and the dark and if the sky is trouble, what the hell? Why didn't I bring the words up to this? If the sky gets cloudy, I feel terrible that this happened in the middle of this song. Just a second. This is why I should never be arrogant enough to think I know the words to a song, because I don't anymore. I play these things by request, and so I don't have the repetition in on anything anymore. Okay, here we go. If the sky above you grows dark and full of clouds, and that old north wind begins to blow, just keep your head together, call my name out loud. Soon you'll hear me knocking outside your door. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Oh yeah, winter, spring, summer and fall, all you gotta do is call. Yes, I will. Now ain't it good to know that you got a friend when people can be so cold, and they'll hurt you and desert you, they'll take your soul if you let them. Oh, but don't you let them. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running. Oh yeah, to see you again. Say winter, spring, summer, and fall, and a friend. You've got a friend. Sorry for the little lyric snafu there. Dadgummit. But anyway, thank you, Nancy, for the idea to play something by a female artist. I hope that qualifies for tonight, but I will try to look into some others and get them into the set list more often, because there's some wonderful, wonderful artists out there. There's fantastic songwriters that deserve to be represented, because their music is timeless and it's not just about gender. So, okay. Goodness gracious. We're getting pretty close to the end here, and there's a whole lot of stuff to do. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the song that we did for the Music Mafia this week, which is by Ricky Nelson, and then I'm going to do one more of my songs, and we'll call it a night, and we'll pick back up with all of your requests another day. All right? Sorry to everybody who I did not get to. I wanted to. I did my best. Just too many good songs and not enough time in any one day. But it's thrilling to be here and getting all these requests from you guys. So this week, I'm just going to tell you a quick story. This week for the Music Mafia, we didn't have Chris this week on guitar, so it was just me and Rob on the drums. And I wanted to go way back to my childhood. When I was a kid, my dad, back before the Disney Channel was just a regular part of cable, it was a premium channel like HBO. My dad subscribed to it for us when I was little. And they had a lot of different programming, obviously. Cartoons and the Disney, stuff from the Disney catalog of movies that had been made all through the 60s and the 50s and all that stuff. And various other things, clips from Walt Disney's TV show that he did on ABC. But one of the things that they own the rights to was they put episodes of The Adventures of Ozzie and Harriet, which was really fun for me. I loved that show when I was a kid. I probably wouldn't enjoy it as much today. It'd probably be a little corny, but when I was 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, I really enjoyed it. And I got pretty darned enamored with this character from that named Ricky, the irrepressible Ricky. And then, doggone if he didn't turn into a musician. And he was one of my early musical influences. I remember I was already a pretty big fan, and then I was really, really bummed when he died in that plane crash. It was New Year's Eve of 1985, heading into 1986. He was only 45 years old, and I had become quite a fan. And then there was this great, that was before the internet, so I couldn't just binge all of his music, so I only knew the stuff that was occasionally played on the TV show. Ozzie and Harriet. And then his brother David, who was also on that TV show and became a film director, made a documentary about Rick's life, and it was called Rick Nelson, A Brother Remembers. And then I really got a chance to hear clips from a lot of songs from his catalog, and I really became a fan. I think I'm like 8 years old, 7, 8, 9 years old at this time. Didn't even know I wanted to be a musician yet, and wasn't really any good shakes on the piano yet, but I sang along with these. And so this song means a lot to me. It was his sort of resurgent big hit that he had after he'd been typecast as a teen idol, and he was out helping to create what we now know as the California sound, which was that sort of country rock fusion thing that happened in the early 70s with singer-songwriters and stuff. Eagles, Jackson Browne, James Taylor, all of that kind of stuff. Rick Nelson was a big part of that, Poco. And he got invited to do a nostalgia night at Madison Square Garden. And he went and he played, and he didn't get the memo. They said, play all your old songs, and he did that, but he didn't get the memo. Look like you did in the 1950s and very early 60s. And he had long hair. He looked like a hippie from Laurel Canyon, because that's what he was. And he got booed through the whole set. And he said that was pretty humbling, because goodness, he wasn't used to getting that kind of a reception anyway, but to get it from 22,000 people just going bananas, booing you for 20 minutes. And he came home and he wrote this song, and then he had a #1 hit with it. Sold 8 million copies of the single, and kind of his last charted success, but great tune, and we did it. It's called Garden Party. And so this is for the memory of one of my early musical influences, before I even knew about Billy Joel and Elton John. Went to a garden party, reminisced with my old friends, a chance to share old memories and play our songs again. When I got to the garden party, they all knew my name, but no one recognized me. I didn't look the same, but it's all right now. I learned my lesson well. You see, you can't please everyone, so you've got to please yourself. People came from miles around, everyone was there. Yoko brought her walrus, there was magic in the air. And over in the corner, much to my surprise, Mr. Hughes hid Dylan's shoes, wearing his disguise. But it's all right now, I learned my lesson well. You see, you can't please everyone, so you've got to please yourself. La-da-da, la-da-da-da. I played them all the old songs, I thought that's why they came, and no one heard the music. I didn't look the same. I said hello to Mary Lou, said she belongs to me. But when I sang a song about a honky-tonk, it was time to leave. But it's all right now, I learned my lesson well. You see, you can't please everyone, so you've got to please yourself. La-da-da, la-da-da-da, la-da-da-da. Someone opened up a closet door, and out stepped Johnny B. Good, playing guitar like a ringing a bell and looking exactly like you should. And if you gotta play at garden parties, I wish you a lot of luck. But if memories were all I sang, I'd rather drive a truck. But it's all right now, I learned my lesson well. You see, you can't please everyone, so you've got to please yourself. La-da-da, la-da-da-da, la-da-da-da. It's all right now, I learned my lesson well. You see, you can't please everyone, so you got to please yourself. Thanks, guys. What a fun day this has been. I really appreciate the chance to come do this all the time. You guys give me a reason. Give me a reason to do this every single week, and it's a privilege that I try never to take lightly. So what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna play one last song for you. This is off of my kind of first record, not my very first record. I made a record back in college that was it's cute, but it was before I knew anything about it. So this is sort of like my first foray into doing it kind of semi-professionally. And the album's called Beat Up Old Piano, and this is a track I'm very, very connected to on that record. It's a message that I hope everybody can take with them. And it's called Live Fearlessly. And it's just basically saying you're already enough. All you got to do is know it. You don't have to spend the rest of your life trying to make yourself better. You can, but there's nothing wrong with you as you are today, except maybe you don't see it. And that's what this song's about. So anyway, we'll do this and then we'll get out of here for the day. Sometimes you feel so down, you can't seem to turn it around. You're hurting inside, you just want to hide, and I'm here to tell you why. Stand up and claim your right to be yourself. Be you. You don't have to be nobody else. Live free. You're already everything you'll ever have to be. Just go be yourself and live fearlessly. You're working so diligently to be who they want you to be, but you can't decide to turn back the tide. Just take a good look inside and stand up and claim your right to be yourself. Be you. You don't have to be somebody else. Live free. You're already everything you'll ever have to be. Just go be yourself. Live fearlessly. Let go of all your worries. Time to put them on a shelf. The world is gonna love you when you learn to love yourself. Stand up and claim your right to be yourself. Be you. Don't have to be somebody else. Live free. You're already everything you'll ever have to be. Just go be yourself. Live fearlessly. Yeah, 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 All right, y'all. Thank you for a great afternoon. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Oh, we went over time just a little bit. So anyway, thank you very much, you guys. I'll see you next week. And remember, if you're a musician, if you're not having fun when you're making music, you're doing it wrong. For everybody, give as much love as you can to as many people as you can, as often as you can. We don't know when the ride comes to an end, folks, so leave it all on the field. Have no regrets. I love you guys, and I'll see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Piano Man Steve, signing out. Take her easy, everyone.